Welcome to Obi-Wan Studios. For today's LEGO Star Wars set review, I've got another one based on Revenge of the Sith for you guys, the 8091 Republic Swamp Speeder. This set released in 2010 for $30, and it was a Toys R Us exclusive, which is why it says limited edition on the box. But that $30 price point seems pretty crazy at release considering what you're actually getting out of this set. And if you want to pick one of these up sealed in the box, just like this example I've got right here, you can expect to pay about $100 based on sales data from Brick Economy. The set contains 176 pieces and comes with 5 total figures, 2 of which are exclusive to the set. We have Barriss Offee, a Phase 2 Clone Trooper, both of which are exclusive to the set, although Barriss did release in a magnet pack set as well. Depends or not whether or not you consider magnet minifigs actual kind of like minifigs, if that makes sense. 2 B1 battle droids and 1 super battle droid. For that $30 price point, I really do wish LEGO just would have included another Phase 2 Clone Trooper to help pilot that Swamp Speeder, but we're only getting one in this set. When it comes to the box for this one, it's massive. When you think about what you're actually getting, it's so oversized, and when I actually got it in, opened it out of the shipping box. At first, I just thought the seller had just packaged it extra carefully, but no, the box is just really oversized compared to what you are actually getting. As far as the actual details, I love the 2010 style of red and white Clone Trooper branding for the era. The Swamp Speeder looks great on Kashyyyk, and then when you turn the box around, you see some of these sets play features being highlighted, some of the other sets that released at the time, just standard back of the box stuff for a LEGO Star Wars set. But this one is just pretty interesting considering the kind of crazy price point, the way oversized box. And it's one I've never owned up until now, so I'm really excited to open this up and review it for you guys. That is all you get out of a box this big. That is just so wild to me that they thought that was a good idea. Inside of that box, you guys will see we have the instructions manual, which is appropriately sized for the set, and then 3 total unnumbered bags. I'm gonna go now and build this Swamp Speeder. It'll be a pretty quick one, and I'll check back in with you guys once it's all complete. Alright, so I've gone and completed the Republic Swamp Speeder, and one thing I did want to quickly mention is that the set does come with a sticker sheet. I guess I was just too busy having a bit of a laugh at how big the box was compared to what you actually get, as you can see, to realize that the sticker sheet was apparently missing. And then when I was building the speeder, and it required me to actually start placing some stickers on pieces, I was like, oh wait, where is the sticker sheet? So I flipped through the rest of the instructions manual, and sure enough, it was tucked in between some of the very last pages, just nice and neatly and actually pretty protected the way it was in there. So no real complaints, but just wanted to mention that there is a sticker sheet when it comes to this set. Now let's move on with the review. Starting off with our minifigures, we have Barriss Offee. And it's a little perplexing that she was included in the set, as you do see Luminara on Kashyyyk during Revenge of the Sith, but not her in any official capacity. She is a good looking minifig though. The hood and cape combo help make for her stealthy appearance. The face print looks nice and accurate to her, same with the torso print. There is no second face or back print, but that's to be expected for 2010. So overall, Barriss is just a good looking Jedi minifig. Next is our Clone Trooper, and this is the final version of the original Phase 2 design. It's basically the classic Clone Trooper with modern printing. It's such a great looking clone to me, as I have so much nostalgia for this original helmet design. The print on it looks incredible, same with the armor printing on the torso and back. I just can't believe that LEGO only made this Clone Trooper for this set. It's just such a shame that we only get one, because I think it is a very, very special Clone Trooper minifig. And then we have our droids, 2 B1 battle droids and a super battle droid. The super battle droid is good, but it's just now dated by today's standards with the new version we first saw in 2024. And I think this is overall a decent minifig selection, but for the price point, I think one additional clone for the Swamp Speeder was needed at the very least, maybe an extra super battle droid as well. Alright, so turning to the Swamp Speeder build, and this thing I think looks really great. Swamp Speeder builds in LEGO form aren't always that awesome looking, or don't quite feel as powerful as the vehicle suggests it is. This one, however, the build just feels nice and bulky. It feels actually like a menacing vehicle for the Clone Troopers to use. Now, one issue just with this build in general that you have to be careful with is the fact that in 2010, of course, we have that brittle dark red. It's kind of that era, unfortunately, going into the mid-2010s, and this set is no exception. So when you're building it, if you buy one, especially used, it's going to be a lot worse than new, but even new, you have to be super careful placing all of these dark red pieces on the build. You got to be super gentle to make sure none of them break, and I actually did have one piece break on me, and it's the clip piece on top of the rear engine, and just the one side of it did break off. I went and tried to find a replacement piece in kind of the bins of parts I have and couldn't find one, but as you guys will be able to see, it's just broken there where the wand piece does attach, and just that connection point I feel like is very weak, so that's probably the area where you risk the break happening the most in terms of these darker red pieces. But other than that, I think it's truly just a really great looking Swamp Speeder build. I love the scale and just general size of it. As far as details go for the Republic Swamp Speeder, we have these larger shield plate pieces that help to protect the Clone Troopers while they're piloting the speeder. The stickers on them look great, add in some nice detail. However, just one kind of quirk about them is that you can't place them so that the red striping actually lines up. So it looks a little wonky, but you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. There is one more sticker for a kind of screen in the center in between both kind of pilot seats for the Clone Troopers, and then you have some printed control panels as well, and then some levers with the seats for each Clone Trooper to go in. That kind of open cockpit design is pretty cool, and the Clone Trooper looks great in there, but just again makes me wish we got one more in the set so that you could see both of them in there. In between both of these seats as well, you have that large turbofan engine. The piece that's used for the actual fan intake, I think looks so cool. Then you have some stickers for some stripes around the outside as well, just help to add in a little bit more color to the build. And you can see there on top that broken clip piece, which has that kind of main central stabilization arm, I think it would be, kind of that goes from the front to the top of that engine. What is really awesome about this Swamp Speeder's design is that the turbofan engine is actually what you can use to turn the wheels underneath the build and the forward laser cannons as well side to side and move the vehicle around. It's a really great system, really awesome for play too, and just cleverly done with the Technic system underneath. I'll show you guys just in some B-roll how you actually see when you turn that fan, the whole wheel system moves in side to side along with those guns. It's a pretty cool system. And the twin laser cannons are also dual purpose in accurately representing the weaponry for the Swamp Speeder, but they act as flick fire missiles. Not the easiest to access, and even when you do, it just, I don't know, these kind of flick fire missiles I've never found to work that great, but it is a play feature that the build has. But for display purposes, like the way I'll have it, it looks pretty good just the way they were overall designed. So when it comes to this Republic Swamp Speeder, I actually am pretty impressed with the build. This set though does have that issue in the past of the price point where $30 back in 2010 was just way too much for this set. It definitely just needed more value for money, maybe a stab or two for the battle droids, another Clone Trooper, just something to help make it feel like you were getting more value for your money. So for the Obi-Wan Studios official set rating, this one is getting an 8.4 out of 10. Like I mentioned throughout the review, the main issue with this set is just the value that you are getting for that retail price, and that's why I couldn't justify giving it like a 7.9 out of 10 because the build is really great and the minifigs that are included are fantastic too, like that Phase 2 Clone Trooper and Barriss really are flawless, but that value is missing. So I think giving it an 8.4 where it's not quite an 8.5 or higher is a pretty fair rating, but let me know what you would give this set in the comments down below. Thank you for watching my review on the 8091 Republic Swamp Speeder. If you enjoyed the review and made it all the way to the end and you aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. It's just the best way to support the LEGO Star Wars videos that I make. Take care, you guys, and I'll see you on the next LEGO Star Wars set review.